You wake up to the sound of stone. Not thunder, not an earthquake. Stone. A deep, grinding sound coming from somewhere outside your sleeping quarters. You sit up. The sun isn't even fully above the horizon, but thousands of people are already moving, and then you see it. A mountain of limestone rising from the desert. Except this mountain is being built by humans, and you're about to spend the day helping create one of the most famous structures on Earth. You step outside. The air is cool for a moment. That won't last. Ahead of you, the Great Pyramid is still unfinished. You're in the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, more than 4,500 years ago. The pyramid will eventually rise to roughly 146 meters. Right now, it's a massive construction site. There are workers everywhere. Stone cutters, transport crews, craft workers, cooks, boat crews, administrators. You don't simply build a pyramid by stacking rocks. You need an entire society working together. Someone hands you a task. Maybe you're helping move stone. Maybe you're preparing food. Maybe you're carrying materials. Maybe you're working on a specialized craft. We don't know exactly what every worker did, because the pyramid project was enormous. But archaeology has revealed something important. The people building the Great Pyramid weren't simply a random crowd of prisoners dragged into the desert. Evidence from workers' settlements suggests organized labor, food supplies, bakeries, workshops, and systems for supporting the workforce. You are part of a huge operation, and someone is keeping track of everything. Then you reach the quarry. The limestone blocks are enormous. Some are manageable. Others weigh several tons. You look at one and wonder, how are humans supposed to move this? The answer isn't one magical invention. It's coordination. Wooden sledges, ropes, levers, teams of workers, and carefully prepared surfaces. You and several others pull together. The stone begins to move. Slowly. Very slowly. Every step matters. Because if the block gets stuck, everyone stops. Here's the clever part. The pyramid isn't being built in isolation from the Nile. The river is your transportation network. Large stones can be moved by boat toward the construction area when conditions allow. That means the Nile isn't just providing water and farmland. It's helping connect quarries, settlements, and the pyramid site. You watch boats arriving with materials. The project suddenly feels less like a pile of stones and more like an ancient industrial operation. Eventually, you get food. And this is another thing you might not expect. A giant construction project needs calories, lots of them. Archaeological evidence from the workers' settlement indicates large-scale food production. Bread, beer, meat, other foods and supplies. The workers need to be fed because moving huge pieces of stone all day requires energy. So while you might imagine the pyramid is being built entirely by muscle, it's actually being built by an entire supply chain. Farmers grow food, animals provide meat, bakers make bread, brewers produce beer, boats transport supplies, administrators organize everything, and workers move the stone. The pyramid is a massive teamwork problem. By afternoon, the heat is intense. You look upward. The pyramid seems endless. But every block you move becomes part of something larger. The higher the pyramid rises, the more complicated the construction becomes. Workers have to move materials upward. Exactly how the highest levels were constructed remains debated. There are different theories about ramps and lifting systems. We don't have a complete ancient instruction manual saying, here's exactly how we built it. And that uncertainty is part of the mystery, because somehow, they did it. As the day continues, you notice something. There are supervisors, officials, specialized workers, teams, storage areas, living quarters. Everything is organized. This isn't thousands of people randomly pushing rocks around. It's a state project, a huge one. The pyramid is a statement of royal power, but it also demonstrates something else. The ability of an ancient society to organize enormous numbers of people, materials, food, transportation, and skilled labor toward one goal. Eventually, the sun begins to disappear. Your work slows. You look back at the pyramid. It is still unfinished. But tomorrow, another layer will be added. And another. And another. Years will pass. Generations will remember the project. Eventually, the pyramid will dominate the landscape. Its polished outer casing will reflect the sunlight. And from a distance, it will look almost impossible. But you know something future visitors won't. You know that the pyramid wasn't created in one dramatic moment. It was built one block at a time, one rope pull at a time, one boatload of supplies at a time, one exhausting workday after another. You lie down as darkness covers the construction site. Tomorrow, someone will wake you again, and you'll return to the desert, because you're not watching history being made, you're helping build it.